Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting topic in Vedic astrology today. And today we're back to our series on nakshatras, and today we'll be talking about the 17th nakshatra, which is Anuradha Nakshatra. As we all know that there are 27 nakshatras in the entire zodiac. The zodiac constitutes of 360 degrees, and each nakshatra spans a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So 27 times 13 degrees and 20 minutes comes to 360 degrees, which is the distance of the zodiac. This is how the zodiacs are spread. We started our series with the first nakshatra, which spans again a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes, and the first nakshatra starts from 0 degrees to 13 degrees and 20 minutes, which is called, the first nakshatra is called Ashwini Nakshatra. Okay, and then moving on to the 16th nakshatra, which we discussed in our last video, was Vishaka Nakshatra, and today we are on to the 17th nakshatra, which is Anuradha Nakshatra. Okay, and once again, this nakshatra also spans a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes like the other nakshatras, and the distance of this 13 degrees and 20 minutes spans or starts from 3 degrees and 20 minutes in the zodiac sign of Scorpio through 16 degrees and 40 minutes in the zodiac signs of Scorpio. Okay, so once again, this nakshatra, Anuradha Nakshatra, spans a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes, starting from 3 degrees and 20 minutes in Scorpio through 16 degrees and 40 minutes in Scorpio. But technically it should start at 3 degrees and 21 minutes. But you know, in generic terms, we say starts from 3 degrees 20 minutes through 16 degrees and 40 minutes. Okay, so in Scorpio, in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. All right, so we may have seen or discussed earlier nakshatras where one nakshatra could be positioned in 2 zodiac signs. Okay, because one zodiac sign is 30 degrees and one nakshatra is 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So 3 nakshatras cannot fit in one zodiac sign. It's, you know, normally it does fit in, it does not fit in, so it sometimes it moves into the other zodiac sign. Okay, so Anuradha fortunately is placed in the zodiac sign of Scorpio only, the entire nakshatra. All right, general characteristics of people born in this nakshatra. By the way, once again, I'll remind you that when we talk person born in a nakshatra, we take the positioning of moon at the time of his birth in that particular nakshatra. We do not take the positioning of other planets, although the entire zodiac has these 27 nakshatras and all the 9 planets will be placed in some nakshatra or the other, but we give prime importance to the planet moon. So in a generic term, we say the person born in Anuradha Nakshatra, for example, what we are discussing today, will be having the positioning of planet moon in this nakshatra, which is 3 degrees 20 minutes of Scorpio through 16 degrees and 40 minutes of Scorpio. Okay, we'll just take moon. Why do we take moon? Well, because as per mythology, moon has 27 wives, and each wife is representative of one nakshatra. Okay, and moon, the planet moon, jumps from one nakshatra to the other nakshatra, or moon stays in one nakshatra for approximately a day and it jumps to the other nakshatra after a day. So it completes the entire 360 degrees in approximately 27 days, moving through all the nakshatras, which, like I said, as per mythology, it's not a myth, it's actually true. I shouldn't be using this word mythology, but people understand that better. As per ancient scriptures, rather, I should be saying, each nakshatra means each wife or a wife of the planet moon, and these 27 wives are actually daughters of Daksha Prajapati. So I'm not going to go into the Purana aspect, the ancient scriptures aspect, explaining you how it works, but generally that's the reason why we consider the positioning of moon in the nakshatra as saying in generic terms a person born in this nakshatra. Okay, and so it's a lunar mansion, so that's how we discuss the characteristics. And characteristics, by the way, are determined by the mind, and the moon, the planet moon, constitutes of the mind. So you can determine a lot about the mind through the positioning of the planet moon in the nakshatra. And also, once the mind is influenced by the nakshatra, the person starts to behave accordingly. All right, so everything is kind of linked. So that's the reason why logically I try to explain you why we consider just the planet of moon when we say a person is born in this nakshatra. So general characteristics of people who are born in Anuradha nakshatras are they are rich, generally very rich. You'll see people born in Anuradha Nakshatra are rich. And another distinctive feature is they like to live in foreign countries. Okay, and the sign of this nakshatra is, or the symbol rather of this nakshatra is a lotus flower. Okay, and this nakshatra Anuradha, if you just translate Anuradha, the Sanskrit word Anuradha, it means a flash of light. Okay, like a spark, which can denote success. All right, so once again the symbol here is the lotus flower, and the characteristic, as we know, of the lotus flower is what? It can bloom in the midst of, you know, not clean water. It can even bloom when the water is kind of swampy. Okay, which gives an indication about characteristics of people born in this nakshatra are that people are able to be successful in the midst of the problems, the trials, the tribulations of life. Okay, they're like a spark of success amidst all kinds of problems. So that's the kind of power the people born in this nakshatra hold. And like I said, you know, it's all about the moon, how you think, and then you behave accordingly, and so the results also are felt accordingly. The animal symbol, every nakshatra is associated with the animal symbol, which we have been discussing in our earlier videos as well. So the animal symbol of Anuradha Nakshatra is a female deer. Okay, and the ruling planet of this nakshatra is the planet Saturn. Okay, the nature is deva-like, god-like. It's not a, I mean, there are three categories. One is a deva, which are the god. The second is a manusya, which is human. The third is the rakshasa, or like a demon. So this, people born in this nakshatra, their characteristics, or Anuradha nakshatras, is associated with a nature of a deva, godlike. Okay, the presiding deity of this nakshatra is Mitra. Mitra is a god of friendship and partnership. Mitra, if you just translate Mitra from its, Mitra is a Sanskrit word for friend. Okay, so it is a god of friendship and partnership, and which can promote, you know, cooperation amongst each other. And Mitra, by the way, is one of the 12 Adityas. There are 12 Adityas. If you look at the ancient scriptures description about gods, there are 12 Adityas. Vishnu is one, and you know, there are 12 names. Mitra is one. Okay, so 12 Adityas have different 12 names, and there are different gods, and Mitra is one of the Adityas. Okay, so the positive trait of people born in this nakshatra is extremely hardworking people. Why? Because the ruling planet is Saturn. Very disciplined, extremely hardworking. Okay, and wise and attractive people, and full of vigor. All right, they are interested, or they are seekers of spiritualism as well, and they're interested to know more about ancient knowledge and spiritualism. And also they can sometimes be attracted towards astrology, or they understand the knowledge of astrology, and sometimes they go out and become seekers as well. Not that they will become astrologers, but they like to seek knowledge in astrology, like other ancient knowledges. Very devoted people, very brave, and they are fun loving as well, and they enjoy travel. The health of people generally born in this nakshatra, and like I said, don't jump to a conclusion based on just the nakshatra characteristics. Look at the entire birth chart as well, but generally these people are healthy people, okay, and they are fun loving, healthy, hardworking. These very, very good qualities they carry with themselves. They enjoy social life and social organizations as well. Why? Because of the influence of the planet Saturn here. All right, and also the presiding deity is Mitra, which means friendship and cooperation. All right, and they have an ability to come across like a lotus flower, like shine amongst all kinds of problems. They generally are extremely lucky in case they can move out of the place where they were born, and they are attracted to foreign stay as well, foreign travel as well. But if they go and live in a place which is far away from the birthplace, they generally will attract a lot of luck, okay, and they maintain friendships, the long life friendships, long-term friendships, I would say. I'm not sure about the life part, but long-term friendships, thanks to the presiding deity of Mitra, the god of friendship. Okay, they cooperate with others, and that's how the friendship keeps maintained. They can sustain the friendship, and they can be good leaders as well, because Mitra, one of the Aditya is a very powerful. The characteristics of Adityas is they are leaders. So Mitra, because of Mitra, that they can be good leaders as well. The negative traits, however, are sometimes, or most of the times, you'll see people born in Anuradha Nakshatra, or people whose moon was in Anuradha Nakshatra at the time of their birth, rather, they can be a little, they hold back. They can be sometimes they hold back their secrets, and they can be sometimes, the negative traits can be deceitful as well, okay, and sometimes they can be cut off as well because they want to hold back their secrets and be deceitful. They don't come across as very, very straightforward. Another important negative characteristic is that they are emotionally very weak people, okay, and because of this quality, because of their emotional weakness, sometimes they can be rebellious as well, because their mind does not stay under their control, and then as a result they react in a particular fashion. Another negative quality, that sometimes they are open to bad advice, and they eventually, because of bad advice, they go out and make a decision, and they could suffer consequences out of it. Very, very negative quality, which is very prominent people, they can be very jealous and they like to control other people, okay, and generally their life is not very, very strong as far as getting maternal nurturing is concerned. They lack that part of maternal nurturing, okay, and because of that maternal nurturing problems, and because of their weakness in their emotions, they sometimes react in a way. Sometimes they can get angry as well, and sometimes they can be rebellious, like I mentioned before. So because of, and that all comes from emotional weakness, all right, and they can be deceitful as well. That also could be a reaction of their emotional weakness, because generally, they don't trust people, and they kind of hold back their secrets and can be cut off. And that's the reason why sometimes they can be jealous and controlling of others. That's all because of the emotional weakness part, which these people have as a general rule. The career interests of these people is generally, they like to do business because they are successful, and they are very hardworking. So generally they like to do business because business own business means, the more you work, the more results you get. So they will not like to do a 9 to 5 job kind of thing where, you finish off your work at 5 and go back. They would like to work that extra step, that extra hard work, which can get them results. Okay. And because of their interest in business or business management, or maybe people who are highly placed executives in corporates, they have good organizational skills as well. They can be good in travel industry, and believe it or not, you'll find some dentists, very good dentists in this born in this nakshatra. Okay. Lawyers born in this nakshatra. Okay, because there's an influence of the planet Mars also, because the entire nakshatra spans or is situated in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, which is ruled by the planet Mars. Okay, so that Mars effect is generally there, but because of Mars influence over the planet Moon, they get emotionally unstable. And we just discussed about the negative qualities like jealousy, over possessive, controlling, can open to other people, can sometimes be deceitful. That's all because of the emotional instability which has been caused because of the problem of Moon. Okay, although they are very friendly because of Mitra, very good in organizational skills, and they are successful, they are rich, everything is there, but the Moon part is a little the emotional part, and that's why we just discussed that they may have had problems related to their maternal nurturing, or their formative years when they're growing up, and then everything, all the negative qualities which we just discussed as a result of that. All right, so they can be good lawyers, they can be good actors as well. We've seen good actors and musicians also, being born in this nakshatra of Anuradha, and sometimes mining is a part, and that's associated with the planet Saturn and Mars as well. Why? Because Mars is kind of associated with the Earth. So, and Saturn is also something which is, mining, related to mining. So this combination of Mars and Saturn can give them some kind of an interest in mining technology, or being mining engineers, or being in the mining industry. So that is also one good career choice they can make, and as a matter of fact, they would like to make, or they generally make. Okay, so people, there are successful people who are born in this nakshatra are a few, which are, I think Bruce Lee was born in this nakshatra, and Indira Gandhi, the ex-prime minister of India, was born in this nakshatra, and a god-man by the name of Sai Baba, he was also born in this nakshatra. Jodie Foster, the great actress, born in this nakshatra. Tina Turner, Calvin Klein, that branded clothing famous personality, was born in this nakshatra as well. So there's quite a few famous personalities who were born in this nakshatra, and you can kind of connect and relate their characteristics, their personalities, what we just discussed about their characteristics, their positive traits and their negative traits, and try to determine yourself as to what people born in this nakshatra are like, what are their traits, positives, negatives, and career choices. So hopefully you enjoyed this video on Anuradha Nakshatra, and meanwhile I will recommend subscribe to my channel, check out my website, there is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic in Vedic astrology in my next session very soon. Goodbye.